sound as excited as the successful as I do.
Uh,
I'm not feeling the same energy.
JJ, you know we're gonna talk about our game, right?
That was a fluke.
God. All right, save it for the show.
Where the fuck is my stream at?
Are crazier than last year. Holy shit.
Not to mention, like, 4 of the interceptions you caught was off of tip drills.
Man, I
One of
can't
them,
help that you wanted to throw up into like triple coverage though. Like that shit will
I only
happen.
had wide receivers. What the fuck? What you want me to do? That's my bread
Yeah,
and
they
butter.
went crazy on some of those catches.
That's all I got. If that's not working, then the game is over.
No, I respect that. That was what I was doing with the Ravens.
Alright,
They
got some
changed
people
what
join.
you need to get into the zone for Most. Because I can't get Pettis into the zone. It takes like 3 30-yard receptions. I swear. When I had Boykin, it was like 2 20-yard receptions and he was in the zone.
Hey, I
I don't-
got Xavier X
What's that?
Factor. He was supposed to get. No, he's supposed to
JJ,
get
you
3
too far away
interceptions.
from your PlayStation.
From my PlayStation or from the mic?
It was kind of starting to cut out.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, cause I'm in the living room. I'm going back in the room. Hold on. But Xavier Howard got fucking X Factor, but he didn't even meet his goals. Like, I think
Did
somebody
your
else
team?
caught 4 interceptions, and he
Yeah,
was supposed to
that's
catch.
because no. For X Factor, that's the only one where it's like your team can get 3 interceptions and you'll get it.
Oh, okay.
Because it says or like have your team get 3+ interceptions,
Yeah, I think I have what 5 that game, 4 that game, 6
which
that
makes
Oh.
X Factor way easier to get than like Superstar because everybody throws interceptions in this league.
The week Miles traded me Ridley, he didn't tell me that he had a fucking breakout game until the 3rd quarter of the game.
I love that. It's funny.
I could have had 3 X Factor wide receivers right now.
Bro, what are you doing like Devontae Parker and Jakeem Grant? Rotting?
Bro,
Yeah,
he
you know,
got a
sorta,
whole
kinda.
team of wide receivers.
I still need some
This is like
O-line though.
Miles when he had a bunch of what did Miles have? Like a bunch of corners?
He had one time he had a bunch of wide receivers. He had like 15 wide receivers,
Didn't he have 6 safeties before for no
and then
reason?
he had like 8 tight ends.
Bro.
All right, let's get started. We got a good enough amount of people in here. We'll start with the AFC North, led by Dave G and the Ravens.
Man,
I'm gonna take a page out of Brian's book real quick. That guy is shit.
this is the first show since it wasn't Nathan anymore.
This is true. Yeah, this is a whole different tune now on this one.
I got nothing to say. I'm just not gonna say anything.
I said he think you a pussy, but you know that's another story. I don't see how he didn't win the Super Bowl last year. I was kind of disappointed that I didn't see Lamar win the Super Bowl because I kind of thought he would, especially with the whole fire feet and the stars and shit. You know, his astrology signs was telling him retrograde wasn't happening or some shit like that.
Honestly, I think it's just hilarious that I mean, all last Madden I had to deal with him saying, "How do you not win a Super Bowl with the Ravens?" Here he is, a better Ravens team they want to start it with, and now he's not going to win a Super Bowl, and he's throwing a bunch of picks with Lamar. So I just think it's funny.
Interesting.
But we can move on if you want.
I would say that I will say Dave G has. Now that we know it's Dave G, He is a lot more creative on offense. I remember when he had the Bengals, he's only plays he had was when he rolled out and threw to
Hold
the
up.
right. Huh?
I made it to an AFC championship game, so let's just get that false narrative out of the way from Dave G. You wouldn't know because you left because you're a bitch.
Oh, okay.
I like the
Continue.
energy in here now. You know, it's really picked up. I like
It's
it.
really picked up. Uh, that's great. Um, yeah, I would say he's got more creative on offense. His defense is really good right now. 138 points against, but he just never been able to do much in the playoffs, and it showed again versus me. And my team was terrible. My team's way better now with Sherman, Gilmore, and they're old, but I got some players to win now. I didn't have them kind of players last our first season. So we'll see. We'll see. I think it's gonna come down to me and him again, but we'll see. Or JJ. Might be JJ. I think JJ could beat Dave G.
I think so. He only
Yeah.
beat me by 4 points with the stock Dolphins,
Right.
and that was
With
on
your
that
trash
on the
team.
rollout with the throw to the right, like you were saying.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that in the fourth quarter, he'd have lost. On to the Browns, the new Browns.
Frank?
Old user, new team.
So Frank's 0-2 since joining, and none of his games have been even close. So I
But
don't know.
he's playing. He's playing.
Right, he's very active. I don't know if he's just rusty or is this just the new Frank. I mean, Frank wasn't good in the regular Madden. I think he maybe made the playoffs once, but then he quit because he couldn't win, and now he's back and he still can't win. So we'll see. As long as he plays his games, it's fine.
Honestly,
Yeah,
I think
Mastrov.
he just got to get his team to how he like his team, which is it's probably not too far off because they got a lot of pieces. He should probably send me Odell now that I think about it.
I think
RP Mastrov.
yeah. So people were like, "Oh, why did y'all boo Mastrov?" Mastrov missed 3 games, of 3 of his first 9 games. No one else in the league is even close to that. Everybody's been active, playing their games, and then the games he did play, the scheduling is awful. I mean,
Yeah. All the games he misses are from the same way. It's one thing to like not respond, or another thing to be like, I just can't work out these times. He always agrees to a time
yeah,
and then ghosts every single time.
yeah. That's the worst thing you could possibly do. Do not agree to a time, and then just not show up, because then the person just waiting there. Like I got a DM from, I think it was Jets, somebody. He waited 3 extra hours for this dude, and he still never showed up. So that's why we had to boot him, because it was enough. It was enough.
I set my first ones when you got me waiting 45 minutes.
Exactly. Steelers. Quick.
Kroom?
He started off, I think, really bad this season, I believe, and then
I thought he started off good this year. I thought he was
was that first season he started off good? I think this season he started off like 1-4 or something crazy. Let me go look.
that might have been last season. He started off good, and I think I played him last season. He
Oh, never mind. Yeah. So yeah, he started off pretty bad. He started off 2-4, and now he's kind of been winning, losing. He lost to UJJ, lost to the Eagles. He had a
those
pretty
some
tough
pretty good
schedule.
teams.
Yeah, he
Pretty good
lost to the
teams.
Field. So yeah, he's had a tough schedule. But I still expect more. I think Quick should be a playoff team, especially in the AFC.
Absolutely. Well, who's he using at QB now? Because I don't think he likes Breeze.
Bro, I don't know what's going on with him. He stopped playing Breeze, and he also cut Mason Randolph. So I don't know what's going on.
I think he's
If
got.
I was,
Did
if I was him,
he traded for
I'd
one,
have
right?
I'd have been in Miles' ear because Miles had how many quarterbacks already?
He's
Yeah,
all
Cam,
of them.
Matt.
He does use all of them.
Except for the best one. He doesn't use Matt Ryan. Who's the best one out of all of them?
Okay, so Chad Pennington is his guy.
Okay. Not
Not
terrible.
bad, not bad. He's got decent speed, 88 throw power, 90 medium accuracy. So
That's
not
probably
bad.
that's the most important one, honestly.
Yeah, really is. Most of your routes are medium. So
Speak
well.
for yourselves.
Not everyone has like 3 guys that can go up and catch
Right.
aggressive catches like that, though. Then we got Bengals.
Yeah. Bengals 5-5. 5-5.
Not-
I think.
Not bad.
Yeah. You know, his points for and against is not very good. So, but he's still 5-5. So, I'm guessing the game.
I don't get this. How this division is still this close though, like this late in the season. You know,
Well, unfortunately,
three games is
Browns aren't going to 4-game losing streak. It seems like it's just getting further apart.
Let's see. The Browns. Or not Browns. I'm sorry. Bengals. Let's look at their schedule. I mean, he's kind of lost the run. He lost the Browns. Lost the field. Lost the Browns twice this year. So I don't know. Bengals. I guess his biggest
One of
win.
those was a sim, right?
Yeah. I guess Bengals' biggest win was against A-Train week 1. Well, he's got Ravens twice to finish the season, and he's got Vizzy, so we'll see.
Yeah, he win those 3 games. He good.
Yeah, he should definitely be in. So we'll see what
Especially
happens.
get help from
Especially in the
Quick.
AFC.
Yeah.
I'm sure the wild card picture looks a little like last season, so.
Definitely. So final word for this division?
Ravens user is a bitch.
You know, I like that one. Let's just use that.
All right. Moving on. AFC South. Oh God.
Yeah, this one is
What the hell?
absolutely
Forgot.
atrocious. This is the new
is
AFC
4
East.
and 6.
This is the new AFC East.
Hey, you know what's funny though? Their records are trash, but it's actually a very competitive division when they play each other. Like they are all perfectly like matched for the most part. Like
Well, what's going on with your boy Keaton?
The Colts is so exactly
What?
this. You don't understand how depressing
Bro.
it is to see such a high caliber player. Player is so terrible.
who's high caliber? Keaton?
Keaton, he is not a bottom feeder. Why
He's
is he
not 2
doing
and 8.
this?
I'll
Bro.
tell that. He's not 2 and 8,
Bro, he
I say high caliber. I didn't say he was elite. You know,
Okay.
it's bottom feeders, high caliber.
he should be a middle feeder. I agree, but I feel like for one, his work schedule is terrible right now, and then 2, he makes terrible reads. So that's the only thing. Like his,
so does
I'm
like everyone else in this league, though.
that's true, but some of his reads
This
are
whole
so bad.
division, points for is lower than the points against.
Yeah, that's not great.
Yeah, I don't. There's
Honestly,
not
the
one
closest
winning
is
record.
Brian is the closest in that disparity between the two.
Brian's actually not playing bad. I mean, he's had some decent
UTV,
wins.
he's on a 2-game win streak.
Yeah, I mean, he's had some decent wins. He's got his confidence. The fury levels are high.
The fury
Brian,
levels are
the
super
fury levels
high.
are super high right now, bro.
Zeke putting up Zeke-like numbers, kinda.
Yeah.
Even though he got rushed like 60 times a game with him, but shit,
Whatever
it's
works.
working.
I think he just beat Titans as well, didn't he? So he's kind of
Yeah. I mean, his
He's
schedule's
probably
not
gonna
that
be
tough.
on top. Yeah.
He's got Vikings
Well, when you-
next.
I mean,
He
the
got
other
his
3 teams in your
division.
division aren't good, so your schedule
Yeah.
can't be that
No,
hard.
I mean the rest of his games aren't that tough. He got 2 games that are pretty much for sure losses left. The rest are up in the air. I mean, he's got the Bears. The Bears will throw 12 interceptions. So
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. He's at 51 right now.
Yeah, I mean, so Brian could definitely win this division. It's gonna be interesting to see. I mean, anybody could win this. The crazy
Hey,
thing is, Keaton's 2-8. He can still
Keaton
win
is
this
still
division.
in it. Yeah, he is
Right.
still in it. It is unbelievable, though. Who are you picking to win this division?
I'm just gonna say, I'm happy at Brian's growth and improvement since he started smoking and not drinking. You know what I mean? It's
true.
really shown.
That's
it's
true.
Shown.
Very true.
He had
Very
one the time where he was close talking about leaving again, but
He did almost leave. Yeah, we talked him off the ledge. So, but one thing I'll say about Brian is at least he really cares about winning or losing. Like if he loses, he get really upset. You know, I can handle that. Just don't fall off the ledge. If
Right, that's
you
true.
should be mad when you losing. I hate when people like, oh well, I'm losing all these games, but it's fine. I'm just here to have fun. Yes, we all here to have fun, but you still should be competitive too. You should want to win.
Who are we picking to win the division?
I'm gonna go with Brian.
I'm also gonna go with Brian.
Yeah, okay. Let's just do a sweep. I think we got a sweep for Brian. Wait a second. We didn't even talk about Toops. Let's show some respect for Toops. We didn't talk about the Jaguars.
He made playoffs last year, right? Did he make it?
Who did win the division last year in this?
I think Colts did. I can't remember.
Yeah, Colts did. Colts won
Colts.
division last year. Yeah, you're right. He did pull out the division win last year. So I mean, I'm gonna go look at Jaguars' schedule.
We didn't pick a North team, but I'm assuming Ravens is gonna win a division.
Yeah, definitely.
Whatever.
Yeah, I had Ravens winning the division and Bengals getting a wild card. That's what I'm thinking.
I like that. I don't know about that. I mean, one of these wild card spots is pretty much locked up by the Patriots.
Oh, true.
It'll be close. Chiefs in there, Bengals. They're all around that same record right now.
Colts was 9-7 last season. It's 5-1 in his division. This season,
demanding leading division.
the only team that stayed the same basically is the Jags. They was 8-8.
Next week you got Jaguars versus Browns. So Frank versus Toops. So that'll be a interesting.
That's
game
a big
to
game
see.
for both of them.
Both of them,
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting. And then he's got Steelers. So Toops got to really turn it up these last games. He's got most of his
He's got
games,
teams that need to win.
Yeah, he's got
he's
games.
playing teams that also need to win.
Yeah, but they all, I think, on his level somewhat. So will be interesting to see how he finished the season. I mean, the division's records are terrible, but it's going to be a fun race to see who can make it happen. So, final word for this division?
We got faith in you, Brian.
I'm gonna call it. Look, listen, hear me. So like it's kind of like Taco Bell. Like it's bad for you, like it's so, but you like it.
This is true. I 100% agree with that. That's a perfect analogy.
I think almost every game from here on out is like literally who going to take the division. The first team to lose another game is probably going to knock themselves.
Every game is huge. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guarantee all these niggas gonna lose another game, but you're right. I mean, you never know.
That's the thing, though. They can only hope that everybody else lose another game. So they like, all right, we back on even playing field again. We can try this again next week. We win, they lose. We up now, all right?
Yeah, very true.
I'm going to watch every one of those games that get played in that division.
All right, AFC East.
How about that?
Dolphins.
The East? Who is in the East?
Wait, hang on.
The Miami Dolphins?
Who are those two losses against?
Honestly, I think those was sim losses. I think I was gone. I don't even remember. Those might be four.
He said sim losses.
Sim losses.
I might not even.
May as well have been.
Let's take a look at the Dolphins' schedule. He started the season hot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight wins. Then lost to the Chargers. So let's go. So explain the Chargers. You mentioned some things in the chat about him. So what happened in that Chargers game, JJ?
I spoke to him about it. He was saying, well, the two blitz plays that he had, unstoppable. Couldn't do nothing with it. I moved all three of my best
You did
linemen
get
to the.
sacked 10 times.
Listen, I moved all three of my best linemen to one side that the blitz was coming from. Still couldn't stop. So it was just at that point I was just taking 2 steps and throwing the ball. Like whatever happens happens
Honestly,
at this point.
So
I'm
I could not
surprised.
I could not get
How did Chargers not score more? Because Tua got sacked 10 times, threw 5 interceptions, and Chargers scored 13 points.
have you ever
look at my
watched the
points
Chargers
for and
play?
look at my points for and my points
I
against.
can't say I
People
have.
don't
So
really score a lot on me. I
Chargers
think
is
highest amount of points I gave up was 24 this season.
Chargers is the
I'm
most.
looking at you giving up 37 to D-Mac week 4. Oh wait, no, that's 17. You scored 37. Dang, he's bad.
What?
20, yep, 10, 16, 24. And you won by a lot that game. Hang on, you gave up 27 week 10, which just so happens to be your second loss.
Oh man, 27? Huh, that ain't bad. I seen people give it worse than that.
Yeah, everybody in
This
this
is
fucking
this,
league wants to
this
give
is,
up 50 points, 60 points.
No, I'm really with the Dolphins and how they've been the past season.
Hey, get closer to your PlayStation 4. Every other word's coming out.
I said it's a drastic change in the roster from first season to second season. The talent acquired over one season, unheard of. Whoever the
That's
GM
true.
is, that guy deserves a fucking raise.
What I will say, I think it was a little bit of, coming into week 10, you haven't really played a whole lot of really good teams other than, Patriots is good, Steelers is a good win, but I just think you weren't ready for a good defense. But I think that's good. That's good to get games like that in, because that's what you're going to see
Like I said,
later in the
that
playoffs.
game was both offenses played shitty that game. If you look at the stats, I think you scored twice on
Oh
defense.
no, that's
and
totally true, bro. I suck.
That's what gave you the edge.
You're not lying. You're not lying,
the two
but
defensive TDs.
I suck on offense every game, so that's just how it is.
One of Hogs' running backs had a yards per carry of 1.2. He had
That's true.
18 carries at like 19 yards. That's crazy.
Yeah, my superstar has been out for a while, but we'll talk about that later.
So moving on to the Patriots.
We ain't talking about my defense though.
Oh, what else do you want to talk about yourself, JJ? Go ahead.
You haven't played any good offenses though. Like Cardinals is good.
This is the
like,
thing.
decent.
This is the thing though. I don't let people score that much, no matter who they is. I see Miles put up 27 points, almost 40 something points in the game before. I'm not giving up those type of numbers. When you play me, when the Dolphins is there, it's gonna be a tough game. Ain't no easy wins out here. All right, we talk about the Patriots. I don't really like them because when the game was glitching, he took the win instead of being real about it and just going out of bounds, let it go to overtime, and
Oh, I remember
let
that.
us play it from there. So that's why
That
when
was
I
the
played
end of
him,
last season, yeah.
yes, it was. That's why when I played him this season, kill him. It's my only mission.
I just played the Patriots actually.
Who was he using at QB? Hasselbeck?
Um,
Bowler?
I don't even remember.
Bowler? He's got 3 QBs that are all like around the same. They're all like 60 overall.
Yeah, I mean he don't really pass a lot, so he's more of a run first kind of guy. I think he had like 20 carries versus me. So let's see. He used Morgan. He had 200 yards passing, 2 TDs, but he also had 25 carries with Larry Johnson. So, but he's a pretty. He's a good
alright.
user. Decent defense. Mixes it up pretty well, but nothing too crazy. Good middle feeder. Good middle feeder, I would say.
Yeah, barring a collapse, he'll make the playoffs. I will give props to JJ because last Success Show he said he wouldn't win the division that year and said I'll be ready, my team will be ready next year. So far so good.
And
It's the
before we
same thing
move,
that happened in a regular success. The first season I was terrible with a terrible team. Next season I made little improvements. I made the playoffs the next 2 seasons.
before we move too far from the Patriots, two things. One, he plays Hog next week, so you'll get
Oh,
to see, how he plays. And two,
oh, oh.
I'm trying to see what is his plan with his roster. I mean, I feel like he didn't really make any moves in the offseason, didn't sign any free agents, didn't make any trades. And I mean,
He traded you Gilmore.
I'm talking about last offseason. And that's what I'm saying. He traded me Gilmore this year. So what is his plan? His team's getting worse, not better. So he didn't really make any moves for
He
someone.
For a lot of
he spent
teams.
his first round pick on Kellen Winslow as well when he doesn't have a quarterback.
Yeah, but he's
He
got a
didn't
lot of
get a
draft
quarterback.
collateral. So this coming draft, he's got
Yeah.
first, 3 seconds, and 2/3. So
There's a
we'll
lot of
see.
QBs too, so he should be getting one.
Yeah, but his roster still is very, very rough. So we'll see. He's winning though. So
Then we got the ambassador.
Actually, one of his wins shouldn't have been a win. He should be 6-4 right now. But
right.
we'll talk about that some other time.
What game is that?
Against the Bills, he was supposed to get a loss that game.
Yeah, but that. I mean, he should have, but that's on Bills, who we're gonna get to next. It'd probably look a little more interesting if he was 6-4,
Yeah.
and Patriots would be 6-4.
So funny,
Bottom
JJ.
feeder president. I don't know what's so funny.
Cause you stopped. Cause you was like, yeah, the Bills would be 6-4. Yeah, just fuck the Jets. That's they're not even here. It's only
What
3
the
teams
hell
in
is
this
They're not.
division.
They're
Big
not.
Slow,
We're not
he
even
hasn't
gonna talk
scored
about that
100 points
scored
yet.
against.
What the?
And he's given up 320.
How you haven't scored 100 points, Big Slow? Come on.
What week are we in? Like 11? 10?
Yeah.
10,
Come
11?
on,
I think he
man.
playing from his beach house. He too relaxed. he need to.
Dude,
gotta
that's
go
less.
back to Morristown,
That's less
bro.
than 10 points a game.
Damn. But anyway, Bills, the ambassador. I'm happy for him, man. He's having a good season. I think he won
He's having a
what?
pretty good year.
What he had 1 win last year? 2 wins?
I think
Nah, he
one
was,
or two wins. Yeah.
I think he went 5-10 last season, or 5-11. I mean,
5-11.
yeah.
Okay. Well, still, he definitely making improvements. He can make a playoff run still. It's up for grabs still. That last wild card spot. So
Yeah, maybe he can pull it together. Let's go look at that schedule.
yeah, let's take a look at Bill's schedule.
I'm also gonna look
Um,
at Jets because I'm gonna see if there's anybody on that schedule he has a chance of beating.
I hope him and Miles play week 17.
Oh God,
Both
he's got
0-15.
Raiders. Raiders next week.
Oh, he might win that.
Bill's got a tough schedule coming up. He's got
Raiders.
That's the perfect upset game. 0-10 and 10-0.
No. That's Bills.
Bills. We're
Oh,
talking about
Bills.
Bills. Bills.
Oh, the
Bills
Jets.
first.
You
Bills.
played the Jets already?
Yes, Bills beat the Jets 35-11, and also
No, I'm saying, did you play the Jets already?
yeah, I
the
played the
Raiders.
Jets already.
Oh, okay. Fuck.
It wasn't pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Bills has got a super hard schedule.
Yeah,
to
hard
finish. Like,
schedule. He's got
every single
Hog.
team.
You got Hog, JJ, Chiefs is good. Yeah.
Bengals
Woo.
is in the hunt. Yeah, I
He
don't.
got no easy games.
If he can finish 8-8, that's a big.
Huge accomplishment.
Yes, absolutely. Jets schedule. Let's look at this. He can get a win. He plays DMAC week 13. That's it right there. Here's your chance. There is your chance.
I think he might upset the Chargers too. I don't know. I think he got a chance against Chargers. Because Chargers, we'll get to their division soon, but I definitely, because Chargers don't score no points. So if Jets can take care of the ball, he can win there. You know, he might get a bad Sharp. Sharp might throw 10 interceptions.
Yep.
Um,
I guess there's a chance.
there's a slim chance. He's got a few optional chances. I don't see him beating JJ. I don't see him beating Patriots. Don't see him beating Hog. Um, there's other ones, you know, small chance, but it's a chance. Week 13, that's much watched right there, though. That's much
Jets
watch.
and the 1-win Seahawks, the 0-win Jets.
Yes, much watch TV
Absolutely.
right there. Much watch TV right there.
Jets, you got to put it all on the line. You can't go winless.
Come on, Big Slow. Back, you know, he's the original bottom feeder president. And this is below bottom feeder right here. This is sad.
Yeah.
As the prophecy foretold.
All right,
Dolphins first in the AFC. I'm just gonna say good prediction. Good on JJ's part, calling it and then doing it.
Through.
You know.
Yeah, he followed through.
You still gotta finish out strong because Patriots is a game away. So.
Right. Very true.
Patriots has given up more points than he scored, though. That's interesting. At 7-3, and that's the case. That's kind of weird.
Well, his offense isn't very good. I mean, well, it's not bad, but it's not very high powered. So
that just means when he lost, he is lost.
Yeah, and when he win, it's not by a whole lot. So
right.
Whereas, you know, the turnover differential is normally plays in my favor. But
all right, moving on to the West. 10-0 Raiders.
I don't know.
You know, it looks like if Chiefs could just work on that defense, he'd be a lot better.
How did they play you 2 times in the season and still not stop you? Like,
I don't know how. Chiefs traded away Mahomes for big defensive pieces, and yet defense seems to be the problem. I don't.
Very true. I don't know what's up with Mac. Maybe because my O-line is pretty good, but at least Mac versus me doesn't really do anything. I think Jones is really his best defender, the D tackle.
Chris Jones.
Yeah, he's a beast. And then after that, his corners aren't very great. Matthews probably his best secondary player. So I don't know. I mean, he got a high power offense. I mean, look at the points for you. Obviously outscoring me. So scores a lot of points, but yeah, not getting a lot of stops.
But we kind of glanced over Raiders, but I guess this is expected. So sometimes there's just not a whole lot to say.
Good.
Chargers and Broncos, both 4-5. Broncos is on a 2-game win streak. How about that?
Real quick about Chiefs. Another note. Couple things. One, he plays JJ next week. Interesting. So that's gonna be. You got one of the top scoring offenses versus one of the best defenses. So it's gonna be interesting. A lot of points scored. You know, I mean, I'm looking at the Chiefs' schedule. He averaging well over 30 points per game.
Oh yeah, I'm only giving up like 10 points per game.
Right. So we'll see what happens. That's gonna be a good one, week 12 right there.
Who's his quarterback?
I think he was Newton.
It Trubisky?
He was Cam.
It Newton. He was
Cam. Okay.
Yeah.
Did he end up making a coach? Whatever happened with all that?
Yeah, I booted him and sent him an invite.
All right. Well, moving on.
This is definitely the Raiders division, unless of course it's like a
I don't think there's any way Raiders
drastic injury bug that just plagues the entire offense.
Quick note from the peanut gallery. Quick Stiller said that he liked to put it on record that he has a rookie QB and he lost his best wide receiver while having a tough schedule. So that's his defense of his record.
Yeah,
understandable, but you got to overcome. I think the
Exactly.
problem with Quick though is he's too reliant on one receiver. Like, like
Talk about it.
week one.
He
I mean,
threw.
year one. Henry Ruggs had a lot of yards, right? Everybody's like, oh, he only throws to Ruggs. But if you really look at the stats, Ruggs didn't have a lot of catches. T. Will was really my go-to, and this year's kind of showing it because people taking away Ruggs. So for him, he's got to figure out how to have more than one guy to go to. Because like you said, JJ, when you played him, his main guy had all the catches, right?
He threw 13 passes and 11 of them was to Claiborne in the
Right.
third quarter. I'm like, first of all, who the fuck is Claiborne? And why are you only throwing it to this motherfucker? But then I got hip to it and I put Jones on him. He had like 4 interceptions,
Yeah.
so you know it worked out.
Yeah. So he just got to figure out how to have a secondary weapon, and then he'll be good to go. But anyway, back to this division. So Chargers. So what I was going to say about Chargers is I hate playing the Chargers. My gosh. For one, he is the slowest play picking person I've ever played against. Like on offense and defense, it takes him forever to pick his plays. You'd be like ready to go, so you just be tapping X, like, come on, nigga, like what the fuck is you doing? Like every time, and even when he's losing, like he be down 14 in a close game, and he's hiking the ball with under 10 seconds to go because he took forever to pick a play. So I do not like, and then he plays slow too. Like he runs the ball a lot, and so that's why you see his points for and points against is very low because the game's over. You can't score no points. He can't score no points. You can't score no points because the clock is gone. So you're like, damn. Like I had a development game against him. I'm like, what the fuck? I can't even get any offense because he got the ball for 10 minutes.
Can't even
But
run enough plays.
yeah, you can't run up plays. I can't even. How the fuck I would get 4 touchdowns? I ain't even had the ball 4 times. But and then on defense, you said he that blitz is stoppable. It's not cheese. So at first I thought it was cheese, but it's not. He just seeing
But
like hella
the
people.
the amount of times he run it, he'll run pinch buck, then he'll come out in something else, and then he'll go to the cover 1 blitz, and then he'll go pinch buck, then he'll go cover 1. Like on first down, he guaranteed to be running pinch bucket, y'all. I swear to God. First down, he running every first down.
Yeah. So
Man,
I mean,
if you know that's coming, you gotta beat that.
right. That's how I beat him.
Listen, I told y'all I put all of. If you go back and look at the game, I streamed.
Yeah,
it.
but you gotta have
I
more than
moved- I
offensive
moved
lineman
everybody.
blocking.
Yeah, I
Five
was
guys
trying
blocking.
to
No,
run. I was running.
JJ
screens
don't
and
have nobody
slants.
blocking. He got 5 wide receivers out there throwing that bitch up.
Exactly.
Nah, I only run 3 wide receivers. I only need 3.
Looking at Chargers' schedule, I mean he's got Chiefs, he's got Patriots, Buccaneers, and then Falcons. So his schedule's not too hard. So I mean he's playing Saints right now, like you said. So see how that game's going. Yeah, JJ, you said you was gonna update us on that game. What's going on with the Chargers and Saints? Go look at that.
It's a close game. It's 28-21 in the fourth quarter. Chargers got football. They down by 7. They got ball at the 31.
All right.
Broncos is on a
Broncos.
2-game win
He's
streak.
definitely waiting until the clock hits. Play clock hits 10 seconds to call the play up.
Bro, I'm
I'm-
telling you, you're
That
not
should've
getting
been
no
the
snaps versus him. Let's see, Broncos. Who did he beat this 2-game win streak? He beat the Chiefs. Wow. Oh yeah, that was that close ass game where Chiefs missed a fucking extra point, and he
Yeah,
beat
that was-
Miles,
Yeah.
and he lost 4 straight before that. So Broncos.
Yikes.
Well, he got a tough schedule coming up too. He's got Buccaneers, Panthers, then Dolphins. Woo.
Yeah, doesn't sound like
Yeah.
playoffs.
Yeah, you
Any of
got Raiders
those.
coming up, Chargers coming up. I would say Saints, but Inmate's been terrible. We'll get to him later. But usually when you see Inmate on your schedule, you're like, damn, that's another tough game. But, I mean, I don't know.
Alright, so, yep, I think we all like Raiders to win the division. I think Chiefs and Pats are probably the 2 most likely wild card candidates. Maybe someone like Browns, Steelers, Bengals can step it up.
Yeah, I mean the wild card's gonna come down to Browns, Chiefs, Steelers, Bengals, Bills possibly. Um, so I mean, there's hope for a lot of teams. I mean, Frank could make
Absolutely.
a wild card run, but I mean, he's playing terrible, so we'll see. All right, moving on. Oh, final word for
NFC
AFC West.
expected.
Expected.
All
All
right,
right.
NFC North. Ooh, this one's tight.
Ooh, close one. Interesting. Um,
Packers. Wow.
better season for Dez. He didn't have a good season. I don't think he made the playoffs last year, did he?
Nope.
Nope. He did. Yeah, he missed the playoffs. So
You have to win the division to get playoffs in the NFC though. It's hard to get a
yeah,
wild card.
yeah. He
And one of the wild card spots is already locked up, basically. So one of these teams is going to be fighting for the second one, most likely.
Yeah,
Maybe.
he went 10-6 last season. He was second in the division. I don't think he made the playoffs.
Right, he didn't
yeah,
because
he didn't.
it was Panthers and
The Vikings was 13 and
Redskins.
3.
So he's still using old man Aaron Rodgers, I think, right? He's still
No,
using
every
Rodgers.
week. Oh, Love's been starting when everybody. Wait,
Your mic is
and,
cutting out.
oh, my bad.
It just cut out that whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I said that. Remember when we were watching his stream and then everybody was like, "Why is he wasting away Jordan Love?" He subbed in Love that game, so he was listening. And
Oh,
then
okay.
I think the last few games he's had Love starting. Yeah,
Update
Love.
Yeah, I mean,
alert.
he should have
Chargers
been.
just got a pick six and tied the game up with 2 minutes and 33 seconds left.
Ooh, how about that?
Close game, close game. Yeah, Jordan Love has played the last few games for Dez ever since we made that
Nice.
comment.
I don't think Dez got a choice, but because Aaron Rodgers' contract is fucking retarded, so he gotta
Yeah, he regresses
get his
off a
money's
cliff
worth.
though. You know. Seems like he's having a pretty good season though.
Yeah,
Vikings.
Vikings. One thing I will say about Bevel has some issues with the law, with the authorities in the league for a while. Was headed towards Madden jail. But I haven't, ever since the last warning we gave him, we haven't had any issues with him. So hopefully he stays that way. Is my mic acting okay, or is that JJ's?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh,
I think
okay.
that's JJ's.
Okay.
I wasn't even speaking. I don't think it was mine.
Already, Vikings got already doing worse than last year though. I mean, unless he wins out. Because he was like first seed or second seed or something like that. I think he was second seed.
No, he was first seed last season. He was 13
Nah,
and 3.
Yeah, but Eagles was 14-2, I think.
Yeah, you're right. And the Buccaneers was 14 and 2.
Yeah, so actually he was he was
Yeah,
third
he was a
seed
wild
at
card.
13-3. But yeah, I don't.
Let's see.
This is just gonna be a tight race.
He finishes the season with Packers, Texans, Eagles, Lions, Titans, 49ers, and Bears. So I mean, he's got a mixture of good teams and bad teams. So
The Lions probably has the easiest schedule since he was the lowest in the division the previous year.
Yeah, Lions
He was like
finishes
third.
with Colts, Titans, Vikings, Seahawks, Packers, and Jaguars. So yeah, he's definitely got the easier
Oh,
schedule. to
yeah,
finish.
that might make me want to go with the Lions for the pick.
The Lions have scored 120 points in his last 2 games. What the fuck?
That is crazy. He's
Falcons
also
and
he
Bears.
started off. It looks like he started off 1-3,
Yeah.
and then has since ripped off 6 straight.
I mean-
He drunkenly traded for Goff though, so
Goff went
I don't
crazy
know.
last game. He had
yeah. So
7 touchdowns, 548 yards. What the
Was that
I
against
don't.
Bears?
Yeah. What the
Yeah,
hell,
Bears
Bears?
is just. I don't know what he's doing on defense.
He wasn't that bad when I played him though. For year one, he beat me year one. I mean, he got some crazy stuff to beat me, like a tipped Hail Mary touchdown, but still he won. So this is just 363 points given up is just ridiculous. Only Miles is worse than that, I think. Even Big Slow's not that bad.
363 points is a whole lot of fucking points. That's a hell of a lot of points.
That's wild, bro. But anyway, so Lions. Shout out to Henny, man. He's had some big wins. I mean, he beat Bucks, he beat Panthers. So it's gonna be interesting to see if he can. It would suck for him to have this good season and then still not make the playoffs. So you
Yeah,
gotta
well, I
finish
think
strong.
so. I think we're gonna have a fight for the second wild card spot between whoever does not win this division and then whoever doesn't win the South, because one of them seems to be kind of locked up between Redskins and Eagles. Like one of those teams is going to get a wild card, but after that, there's a lot of teams around this 6-win mark right now. 6-7 wins.
Bears is giving up 36 points per game.
Oh my god.
So speaking
This
of Bears, I mean, it's a big topic, trending topic in the league is Mahomes worth the money? What's y'all thoughts on that? I mean,
Mahomes might end up in Miami.
I think Mahomes is worth the money and someone that knows how to use them. But I mean, if he's just running around throwing 50 interceptions, why not
Right.
just use Trubisky? You know,
right? Is it exactly? It's hard for me to justify a $40 million contract with 52 interceptions, and it's not like he's getting a lot of sacks. He's only gotten sacked 21 times. So compared to some other
I think
people,
if you're that bad, you should just get a amazing defense, good running back, stuff like that. You don't need a good quarterback. You don't need to be out there throwing the ball to the defense. You know.
I
You
mean,
know
you
what?
could throw 50 interceptions with any quarterback on here. I swear
Right.
to God, you could. Like, you don't need
Alright,
a
so why
99
use
on
Mahomes to do
Yoko.
it? You
Yeah.
know.
I'm looking at his team. Maybe he's trying to force it to these rookies. He's got Santana Moss and Bowden. So I don't know if maybe he's trying to rookie build. I've seen people do that where they just force it to a person because they're trying to build them. But I mean, that's just making an excuse. So I don't really know. But I'm with you guys. I think I was telling the same thing to Bills, the ambassador. I'm like, I don't recommend you drafting Vic because, you know, you need to build your defense up so they can help play for you. You got a great defense. You don't really gotta do a whole lot. So, besides pick okay plays, mix it up. But
Alright, so who we got? I think I have Packers winning the division, and I've got Lions getting a wild card spot. You can flip those. I just think those two teams, I think both of them will make playoffs, because that Lions schedule seemed pretty easy, so I'd
Yeah.
be shocked if he did not make it.
I think Lions at this point 7-3 with that schedule. If Lions does not make the playoffs, it would be a huge disappointment. So.
Saints just scored a touchdown with 1:08 left.
Saints up 7. Just scored.
They up 6. Make
Up
they make,
6.
Yeah, they up 7. Gotta make sure they make that extra point.
Alright, so let's move on. Oh, word, competitive, tight, whatever you want to use. I mean, it's close. NFC South. Pretty expected, other than Saints being 2-7, but Bucks and Panthers fighting for it again.
Yeah, so it's interesting with KB's team. I mean, I think KB won his ring, and then he just completely destructed his team. I mean, he's still winning, but
Yeah, him trading away Tom Brady, like, he's using a bad QB now.
yeah, I mean, he's using Cardell. I was so frustrated playing Cardell Jones though, because he just picked him up off the street and he was just dotting it. And
Yeah,
then
the whole first half, he was.
Yeah,
he was
you
playing
watched it.
He was
Yeah.
playing A top-notch quarterback.
I had to go look at his stats. This man got 61 deep accuracy, 65 medium accuracy, but he wasn't missing a throw in the first half. He didn't miss his first throw until the very last play of the second quarter. That was his first missed throw. I'm like, what the hell? But I think, and then he's got Sean Alexander. He's been trying to build. He's got him as star. He'll probably be superstar because he's top in the league in yards.
Yeah, he went crazy against me.
Yeah. So, other than
like,
that,
if you're Panthers though, like, this is your chance. Bucks traded away some of his best players. You can't rely on a wild card at this point because he wouldn't have a wild card if like playoffs started right now at all. So
yeah, Panthers has to win the division. I mean, Troy Polamalu has out of my way ability. Defender will frequently attempt and win impact blocks against receivers, tight ends, running backs. That's nasty for a safety. That's a dope ability. I haven't seen that one. But when I played him, I beat KB this year. You know how Madden is. They always make the Super Bowl game repeat. His safeties didn't do anything really. I mean, they didn't hit nobody, didn't do much. But I did watch some streams, and I mean, Sean Taylor has made a lot of plays, so we'll see. But yeah, I'm with you. I think Panthers. I want to look at Panthers' schedule. Let's see here.
4th and 1, 28 seconds left on his own thing. No, not Saints 34.
Panthers got a pretty easy schedule to finish out for the most part. I mean, he's got Broncos, he got Saints twice. His hardest game's gonna be against Dez week 14. So I think Panthers should win the division.
all right, how about that? I'll go with that too. I mean, he's only a game behind Bucks. I don't see why he can't do it. He's got a good team.
Bucks is playing right now too, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know yet. I don't even know if we should talk about the bottom two teams right here. Due to time constraints and the fact that, I mean, this is just disgusting.
Miles gave up
401 points.
How do you give up 342 more points than you scored, bro? That's just crazy. You 401 points.
So people were saying that Inmate is tanking. What is y'all thoughts on that?
I mean, he probably is. I don't know.
My argument to that would be, for Inmate's sake, I mean, if I was him, the argument would be, why I need to tank when I got everybody else's first round pick anyway? It's not like he's only got one first that he's tanking to make his pick better. He's got Seahawks first. He's got like Brian's first and Jaguars first. I mean, he's got a bunch of good firsts. So if I was him, I would still be trying to win, and I still got picks to fall back on.
If he goes like 16-0 next year and be like, all right, that's interesting, you know?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, Miles just told me to leave his team alone. You know what? We don't even need to talk about your team. Whatever. Fine.
I watched a couple of Miles streams, and I mean, I think one of his biggest issues, he doesn't just throw interceptions. He throws pick sixes. His last game had 4 pick six. So,
well, because like a player knows, they know what he like. When I played him last year, I caught on real quick, like, oh, so he's just throwing to Ridley every play. There were a couple times where I left like another wide receiver super wide open down the field just to triple coverage Ridley or something, and he would still throw it to Ridley, and I'm like, all right, dude, like, I don't even know what he's trying to do at this point.
Yeah, there's a few other people like this in the league. They have an eye for one player. They make one read. If that player, whether he's open or not, they're going to throw it to that player. And the problem is, in this league, we got so many good users. Defenses are too good. It's going to be interception. So he's got to...
I lied. I do need to talk about... Look, please, someone, inmate, teach this guy how to train. How do you, like, when I brought it up and he was like, what's the point in that? Or he said something like that in chat. Bro, Champ Bailey should not be only an 85 right now. He should be close to 90 after all these weeks.
Wait, he's only 85?
He's like 85 or 86, and he started at like 84.
Yeah, he was
Like,
the
what are you
highest rated
doing?
player. He was 83. He started at 83 because I remember Vontae Leach was 84, the highest rated player. So he's went up 2.
Right, that is... God. Like,
So,
please teach him how to train, bro.
well, I'm looking
Get
at
those
it. He's
gold
focus
medals.
training him. He's focus training, but he's not. Oh, I know the problem. He's not doing
He's
any.
not doing his training. Yeah, because I looked at this already. It changes every week, which means he just leaves it, let it sim, get the bronze.
Yeah, you're
award.
right. You're right. He's getting bronze awards. He's got random training going. He's not really doing any real training. Okay, you're right. You're right.
That's
So-
You gotta figure that out. Gotta
Saints
figure that
pulled
out.
out the win today.
Saints pulled out the win. So much
How
for
about that?
Update on the Bucks Broncos game. Broncos up 3. With the
Seem to
ball,
have
14
some
seconds left in the
discussion
second.
about Broncos running the game, running the same play 3 times in a row. I don't know what's going on here.
Interesting. We have to go
I
back and
just tuned
review.
in,
I don't
so
know.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
Bronco
think
says
that's
he
enough
did.
on the NFC South.
Yeah. Final word for the NFC South.
I'm just gonna use close as well. I mean, this is a 2-man race.
Definitely.
I'm excited to see how that's gonna finish out. Let's move on to the East.
Close one. 2-game losing streak for Phil. Ooh.
I know, that's crazy. He's 8-0.
Interesting.
And if it wasn't for VZ, however you say it, he took a force loss 1 week when he was scheduled the next day because he let us advance. So he could be in the lead right now if that didn't happen.
Nah, I
Very
think
true.
he should have lost that game.
Against Giants?
That guy is terrible.
Vizzy's terrible.
Yes.
Did you play him?
No, he just knew I was going to take the Eagles, and he took the Eagles because he knew I was going to take them.
Oh, that's what it's about. He took your team.
Yo,
Yeah,
Jalen
fuck that
Hurts.
guy.
Jalen Hurts is crazy though. He really does run people over. I
Yeah,
don't
he
know
runs
how.
like a running back for real.
He doesn't fumble. He literally just trucks people over. It's like like what Cam Newton's supposed to play like. I don't understand.
Do you guys know Vizzy's only real loss? A-Train. Interesting.
Oh, that is so
Oh, yeah,
disgusting.
A-Train's been bragging about beating the
A-Train.
Eagles. Yeah.
Dude, fuck A-Train.
Interesting.
Fuck, I should have moved to 10 games. I beat the fucking Eagles. Fuck outta here,
Right.
bruh.
When they play again, well, Eagles' schedule's tough. I mean, he's got coming up. Eagles has Buccaneers, Vikings, Cowboys, Redskins, Bengals, Redskins. I mean,
Who
woo.
has Phil lost to? Who those 2-game losing streak to?
I know one of them's to the Panthers. He just lost to the Panthers, and
Right.
the other game was to Ravens. Dave G beat them.
All right, not bad, but
And
I think I
Redskins had an easy schedule to finish out. I mean, he's got Giants, Cards, Rams, Eagles,
Ooh.
and Seahawks.
He said those
yeah,
guys are
I think I like Redskins to win the division just off that knowledge.
Yeah,
But, I mean, I think the other person's definitely going to get a wild card, barring a collapse. So
yeah. So does Cowboys have a chance?
No.
no,
Oh, no chance for A-Train, huh?
dude, I'm sure his schedule's probably funny. See, he'll win. Like he had a big win against Eagles, right?
Mhm.
Look at some of these losses though. Like he
Lost
lost
to
to Bengals week 1. You can't lose to guys like that if you're trying to make playoffs in the.
His other losses, I mean, good teams. Redskins twice. You can't lose to the same division person twice, though. They can't do that. Lost to Dave G. Rest of his schedule, he's got Steelers, then he's got Hog. Interesting. Week 13, some big games. Week 13.
Yeah, I'm gonna beat his head in.
Then he's got Vizzy, Giants, Cards, and then D-Mac. So I don't know.
I don't think I like one of the other teams we talked about to get the second wild card though. So
Okay.
he could end up with like 10-ish wins, but I don't think that'll be enough.
I don't understand his game plan for roster building either. So he makes some interesting trades as well. I mean, I haven't really looked at his roster lately, but let's see. He's got Deshaun. Not really any good running backs. He's got J.J. Nelson, Marquise Brown, and C.D. Lamb. I don't know. I don't know what his plan is. I'm still so mad he got Dwight Freeney. He got Dwight Freeney right before me in my pick.
I wanted him too though, but I ended
Oh
up
my
getting a better
gosh.
D end anyways. So
Oh shit, Bar
It is
Scott
what
is
it
good.
is.
He's built Bar Scott up. Bar Scott was like a 72. He's got him up to a 78 already. Okay. Moving on. Who else we got in that division? The Giants. I don't really got much to say. I haven't watched him play this year.
I think I played him. He likes to throw picks with Tony Romo.
He likes to do that.
I like to throw picks with Eli Manning, so you know, it is what it is.
Compared to the other teams that are at the bottom of the division, his points for, points against isn't as bad as some of the other division.
Yeah, I think he's just in a hard division. You know,
He would fit in the AFC South. I think he's on that talent level with them guys.
oh, I
Be my
think he's
guess.
better. I
Think he's better than those guys?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think he's better.
Let me see. Who has he lost to? Who has he beat?
One of them is a Vezi force win. I already know that.
Other than that, his only other two wins are Seahawks and Miles. So is he really?
great
I think.
wins.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. I think he might fit in with that division. He might be at the top of the division, but he fit in with them. I wish he played. He didn't play any of them this year.
Who you got winning
Probably
the
next
division?
season then.
Yeah.
I think Redskins got it just because of.
Yeah, I'm
his
gonna have to
schedule.
go with Phil just because of the schedule, but
Yeah, I'll go with Phil. So
it'd be a
interesting
photo
thing about
finish.
Vizzy, I know last show he was mad we didn't talk about his defense, and then now look at his defense. So
and
I
then
mean,
now
kind of
he's in
karma,
chat saying his defense is trash.
all
and-
right? Kind of karma, you know. You spoke it up, and then you laid the egg. Like, offense is going crazy though. His offense is. I think that might be. Is that top? 355. I think that might be the number one points for.
It is.
Yeah. So he's got the number one offense, but yeah, defense is not great. I think the biggest thing is Fletcher Cox definitely regressed. He is not having. Remember, last year he had like 30 sacks.
Mm-hmm.
We still got a lot of games to play. He already close to 20.
Oh, is he?
But he got like 14?
He's got
like a
got
94
zero.
speed user too.
Oh, he got 16. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. He's got 16. Yeah, he's got a. First time I zero. What the fuck?
His linebacker has like super speed too. Like
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Bob
only
Sanders
drafted
having a
with
good year.
speed.
He needed to send him. Avonte Maddox got 12 picks. Wow.
so he's getting turnovers. He's just giving up a lot of yards and points.
Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, this got to be his year, though. He's built his team up. You know, he didn't make it to the Super Bowl last season. He's got to
Yeah,
try
I think
to
he
get
went
there this
15-1 or something like that.
year. Yeah, he went crazy, and then I think he got bounced the first. No, he got bounced in the conference championship against KB.
Mm-hmm.
So final word for them.
I think it's a photo finish.
Photo
But fuck
finish.
A-Train. Move on to the West.
Oh, interesting. Total control here. 0-3, and then 7 games straight for Hog. Interesting.
Yeah, I looked at my schedule. My first 3 games I knew were going to be really hard. I wish I had won one of them because that would have meant something. Unfortunately, I got smacked in like all 3. But we bounced back.
Yeah, those are three
Yeah,
hard games though, but
I
you
was
definitely
watching
got
one of your
smacked.
games and it was terrible. I was like, wait, who the fuck got the 49ers again?
Okay, but look, Hog. After your first three tough games, the next are all losing teams except for JJ.
I know that.
So you
Well,
gotta.
to be fair, Cardinals was like 3-0 that week that I played them.
But Sharp has been terrible in the re-up. He
Yeah,
never played
and
Madden before.
it's interesting. Like, I honestly may have won that game by 80 if there wasn't a score cap, because he kept throwing like pick six balls, but I had to like run out at the 10 and then punt it right back. So I don't know
Yeah,
what's going on there.
I mean,
I beat D-Mac twice. We'll get to him later. I got much to say.
I don't know. D-Mac must have found him a little girl or something, cause he ain't been himself lately.
um, yeah. I mean, I think obviously you're gonna win the division because I just don't see. I don't know. Like you said, Sharp is just. Honestly, I thought this division would be a lot closer. I did not predict Sharp being this bad, and I did not predict Raw struggling this
Well,
much.
his O. When I played Raw, it's like open season on his QB because his O line is absolutely terrible. And so I don't think trading for someone like Tom Brady was a good idea at all because you're just
Yeah,
asking for him to get destroyed in the pocket. So
yeah, true. He admitted that too, but he didn't make any adjustments. I mean, he's got his best O lineman's a 28 years old, 82 overall player. I mean, um, yeah, you're right. I mean, you got to address that. He drafted all these safeties, got like hella safeties, and all these other players, but no O lineman.
yo,
One,
shout out to you though because you threw in LaMarcus Joyner as like a throw-in player in a trade, and I was like, all right, whatever. Dude's balling out. Got 7 picks. So
mm,
nice.
yeah, Joyner. I mean, Joyner's a good, definitely a. He's one of those guys. You don't got to do anything with him. He just let him play. He'll make plays. Yeah, he's having a good season for you. 37 tackles, 7 picks. I just couldn't get over the fact that he's 5'8". I think I discriminated against him because he's like a midget. So,
I'll take those short players. They know how to ball.
but I mean, Sherman's having a good year too. I mean, he's got 2 pick sixes already with his old age. A lot of good tackles. So I'm
Yeah,
good
I
with
just wanted to
Sherman.
get those contracts out.
Yeah, and then D4's got 15 sacks. That's what I was needing. So it was a good trade. Good trade overall. Good trade.
Yeah, what
Yeah,
glitch do you use
Cardinals.
to get him so many sacks out there?
I'm not using
I
no
need
glitch. He
that.
did the same shit with Hog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
you literally
joking.
just call any play and he's back there. So
Yeah, I mean,
That
I see what he was doing for
if
Hog.
you
I'm like,
ever
send him.
if you look at some of the like Fletcher Cox, fucking Packers defensive tackle, they literally just push somebody out the way with one
Yep.
arm and run fast as shit to the quarterback. Like, who
Yep.
is this big motherfucker? And why
Yeah.
is he doing this?
Yeah, Fletcher Cox there. That's literally hike, push, and he's sack. He's just getting a sack every time. Um, what else we got to say
yeah,
about Cards and Rams? I mean, I would
I
just
mean,
say disappointing.
Cards is just turning the ball over way too much. And there was before.
That is.
By the way, Coleman got hurt week 4 against Cardinals, which I didn't even bring that up. I've been playing without my superstar. I've been playing with these bum running backs, but Coleman had like 300 rushing yards that game before he got hurt. Like, I don't know what he was doing on defense either.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I don't.
Kyler Murray's got 44 interceptions. He's been sacked 41 times, and he's
Oh,
fumbled 5 times. I mean,
he drafted a whole new O line too.
he did, but they're all going to be good in like 2 seasons because they're like superstars. He got like a lot of superstars. But to JJ's point, JJ made a good point. He said, "Why would I draft a young O lineman when I can trade for already good O lineman?" Which made a lot of
Cause
sense.
it's hard to develop a quarterback, wide receivers, and running back when you gotta develop your O line because they all can't develop together. It's gonna be ass. They
Yeah.
can't block, so I'm gonna be trying to run and can't run, so he ain't gonna get no yards, and then I can't throw it because they ain't gonna block. So if I
Yeah. I mean,
build the O
your
line,
formula
then I'll be
worked.
able to.
Yeah, your formula worked. So Patrick Mahomes leads the league in interceptions. Kyler is second. I want to see who leads in sacks. Tim Martin. God, Tim Martin, the Jets QB, 7 TDs, 28 interceptions, 57 sacks.
I'm probably not too far behind though.
Yeah, Jacob Eason, 53 sacks. Tua, 47 sacks.
Hey, how about that though? JJ is not number one.
He's not number one, but
Just new.
he's
This
gonna
is like
always
I
be
was
top
only
5.
number one season. My
No,
first,
bro,
the
that's not
first
true,
season.
bro.
Yes, it was. It was the
Bro.
first season. I got sacked 99. Bro, the highest overall O lineman I had was 67 year one.
But
In
look,
the first success season, I got sacked 99
you
times.
still shouldn't be top 5 with the O line you have though. I've looked
Or
at your O line.
not,
There's no way
but
you should be top 5.
this is the thing. I threw way less interceptions this season because I learned the button and get a ball up. Fuck it. Just keep it, take the sack, go down, live to fight another play.
That's true.
Cause
That's
last
a good
season,
line of
as soon,
You need
as
to
soon as I was
teach
about to
that
get
to.
sacked, I just throw the ball. That's what I used to do. But now I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Just take the sack real quick. You can throw the ball next play. Fuck it.
You need to teach that to the Bears. So and then last we got Seahawks.
Trash. Look, last success show, he would not stop talking after that one win.
Mm.
After Madden intervened and a higher power came in. And I was just like, okay, like, he acts like I'm not going to play him again. Well, we played twice this year and he lost both times. So,
He also lost to JJ, so I mean JJ can speak on it as well.
he's lost a bunch of people.
He's lost to 9 people.
He's got one win.
He's lost- very specific.
That's what. D-Mac won week 1. He was 1-0 on top of the division. And he's just dropped 9 straight.
Damn.
So, week 13, you got Jets versus Seahawks. Who y'all taking?
I mean,
I'm
sadly,
gonna go
I think I
Seahawks.
gotta go Seahawks. I mean, I want Jets to win, bro. But that point differential is just... no.
Hey, hold on. When I played Big Slow, it was fucking crazy. Let me go back and look at it. I had never seen an offense like that. It was, let me see the stats on that game real quick. It was week 1, 33-0. So the final stats, he finished with 27 total offensive yards gained. And he only had 2 first downs the whole game and 4 turnovers. So I think he's gotten better since then. But I don't know. It's gonna be that's much watch. It's a must-watch game. And they go way back too. 2 OGs.
Who do y'all have for your wild card picks then for the NFC?
Hold on. Final word for NFC West.
I don't give a word for my division, but I'll just say
yeah.
easy.
Ooh, easy.
Ooh.
I'm gonna
Easy
say
to remove.
unexpected. I did not expect the Cards and Rams to struggle this much. When on paper, when you look at the division.
I will say something else about Rams too, because we were talking about the roster thing and how he doesn't have an O-line. I want you to go look at his running backs. I don't know what he's doing.
Does he have a million running backs again like he did with the Chargers?
Dude, he's got 4 solid running backs. 2 of them are superstar or superstar X Factor. I don't know what's going on.
He's got Gurley, Jones, Cam Akers, who's an 85 overall 22-year-old. And even his 4th running back is not bad. Yeah.
Honestly, I would have
Running
shipped him
back
out
by
and just
committee.
kept Ronald Jones is definitely the best out of all of them.
Yeah, Ronald
When I
Jones got
played him-
jukebox.
When I played him, so does
He's got
Akers.
2
When I
running
played
backs
him-
with jukebox. What the fuck?
When I played him, he used Jones a little bit. He used Gurley a lot, though.
Gurley,
And
yeah.
then
When I
Akers,
watched his streams,
he didn't
he
even
used
use
Gurley.
Akers.
Yeah.
Akers was like his punt returner.
He
I'm
need
like,
to
all
trade
right.
one of them for an O-lineman. God damn.
Trade 2 of them.
Right. Well, I mean, everybody built their team their own way, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
So
you
we'll
know.
see. We'll see what
All
happens.
general managers don't know how to manage, generally
Yeah.
speaking. But
Common sense ain't too common, right? That's what they used to say too. That's another cliche. Um, but we'll see what happens with that. I'll just say unexpected. I didn't see that coming. But anyway, NFC wild card. Uh, I mean, you got to go with Buccaneers probably if Panthers wins the division, and
Well, then you're going then
then you
Eagles,
got to
then yeah,
go
or yeah, Eagles.
Packers. Oh yeah,
Oh,
Eagles.
you're
Yeah,
saying
because
that's what I'm
right.
saying.
Because Redskins gonna win the division. Yeah, so Eagles and Bucks.
I like Eagles and Lions. Honestly,
Eagles and
that
Lions. You
Lions
think?
schedule is just
So
too
you think
easy.
KB's gonna miss the playoffs? Ooh.
No, I
Because
don't.
you said
Yeah,
Panthers gonna win the division.
I
That's
guess he
tough.
is.
That's
I
tough,
mean, I
man.
don't. That's the way the NFC is, though.
NFC
So
is fucking tough, man.
I would
That's
not be
hard to say.
surprised. Actually,
Ah,
honestly, I think Bucks is going to win division, and just because we've seen this from D Strong, it always happens where
yeah,
he gets 10 wins
and missed the playoff.
or he miss the playoffs. It's
Yeah.
par for the course.
I mean, one year in the
Yeah.
AFC, because remember AFC South, I had Vizzy and D Strong. One year, I finished 12-4. Vizzy finished 11-5. D Strong finished 11-5, and D Strong missed the playoffs. Shit was
hmm
crazy.
Exactly. So
Yeah, that's tough,
yeah,
man. This NFC is every year it's gonna be like this though. But just imagine if Sharp and Raw were actually playing good, and Inmate. Imagine if the three people that usually are in the playoffs were playing good. This conference is not even at its full potential. So that's crazy.
I think they're good where they're at.
All right. So who we got coming out of the NFC? Early prediction.
um,
NFC.
You think you could do a hog? You think you guys? I mean, you got a good roster.
Oh, I think I can do it. If I had to pick someone other than myself, I think I'm gonna go with Eagles. Just because I think he plays like, at least when we played, he was pretty smart on offense, and his offense was really good. I think if he can just figure out his defense a little more before the playoffs, he'll be fine.
score update. KB pissed. He
Um,
just threw a interception with a minute 56 seconds left, down 5.
but I definitely think that I can. If I can stop turning the ball over like every other possession, that'd be awesome. I mean, my
Um,
defense is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Broncos, Zach is right. He said, why are we not talking about the upset alert? Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. I just tuned in. Broncos 19-14. Zach
If
up with
KB
the
loses
ball.
this, he's letting
Yeah.
the Panthers just go on up to the
Panthers goes
division.
up, and then these are games you can't lose. This is major. So, I mean, and then on the flip side, uh, Broncos is 4-5. I mean, once again, the wild card spot is that last wild card spot in AFC is up for grabs. So this
That's
is
a
a
huge
huge
win, though.
win for
How does he get that?
Broncos.
How does he get that ball off?
Yeah,
His
that was
quarterback
crazy.
is going to the ground. Just let the ball go
Third and 11.
sideways.
So it's not over though, because 3rd and 11. If Broncos doesn't convert, KB gets the ball back and he scores, and it might be over. So
Yeah, I don't want.
Don't get too
Don't get too
happy.
far ahead of yourself.
yeah, Zach's like, oh, why is nobody watching? Upset alert. He better he better focus. Don't listen to us. Focus on your game, buddy.
Yeah, it's like,
Oh wait, he said that in
exactly.
the chat.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like, how come no one's talking about this
Oh,
upset
he
alert?
converted.
I'm like,
Oh, it's over. It might be over. He converted it. Huge. That was terrible defense by KB. What the fuck was that?
He
The
ran
middle was
behind the
wide
wide
open.
receiver.
yeah, I
Middle was
like
wide open.
Yeah. You hate to
NFC.
see it.
Other than me, I'll go Eagles. AFC. I'm just gonna have to stick with Raiders at this point.
Yeah.
I can't see any reason to go any other way there.
Yeah, I definitely
Oh,
think
no.
It'd be me. I
That
play Dave G
Dolphins.
again this year, and I'm excited to play JJ. I played JJ and Dave G to end the season, so I haven't played I don't think we played last year, did we, JJ?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, so we haven't played in the re-up, so it's gonna be fun to see what happens. But obviously, I'm gonna pick myself, and JJ, I'm probably guessing gonna pick himself.
Oh, yeah, I definitely think I'm gonna win the AFC.
Okay. And if I
If
didn't
I had
pick
to pick somebody
myself,
other than myself, I would
yeah,
pick D Hart though.
right, I'll probably do the same. I definitely think if in the playoffs, if JJ and Dave G play each other, it's gonna be close. But I think that JJ can win, especially since he only lost by 4 with a terrible team. So we'll see.
Who y'all got in the
Uh,
NFC?
oh yeah, we got to say our prediction on NFC.
I think Phil got it in the NFC.
Yeah, Phil, those last 2 losses are concerning, but I do feel like Phil is motivated. Like we haven't seen him play like this in a long time.
Yeah, he's playing all his games quick. Like he's talking
Yeah,
about why didn't we advance? You know.
right. I mean, he's motivated. I think D-Mac fired him up a little bit too. You know, it's like them going back and forth. But I think overall he just wants to prove that, like, hey, I'm still a top user and success. So I could definitely see him coming out. Don't sleep on Dez though. Dez will quietly make a run. He always ends up making a big run. So I would say one of them two. I would say it's going to come out of the NFC North. Be my prediction.
All right.
Yeah,
JJ,
I
who you
think that
got?
I think that it's gonna be the NFC East division from now on. Now that KB traded his quarterback, because I don't understand why he did it, but I guess he figured he better than Madden. Using the trash quarterback ain't gonna work. I think
Yeah.
I think Phil going to the Super Bowl this year. I'm gonna beat him in the Super Bowl, but
Oh wow, KB
he
just
gonna
took a
beat him.
safety. Game over. He had a chance to win it.
How about it?
Zach with the major win. Wow.
Wow, Zach is trash.
3-game win streak for the
3-game win
Broncos.
streak for the Broncos. Wow. Okay. Real quick, let's look at before I gotta bounce. Damn, what I wanted to look at. I wanted to look at
One last game on the schedule. Oh, it's a huge one. Packers and Vikings is
Packers and
the
Vikings. They
last game
playing.
this week.
They should be kicking off in about 30 minutes. So,
Yeah, I think so.
and then
So
we'll
everyone be ready
advancing.
for advance after that.
Yeah. Any other major news we got for the league? Oh, for those that are listening, we still got quite a few people in here, decent amount of people in here. Um, the 10, the 10 for 10 rule. The goal is still for if you can get 10 passes or 10 runs, you're probably gonna hit the goal. But worst case, we've noticed it's hard to just gauge that because if you're losing the whole game, you're probably gonna run less. But as long as you have at least 20%, so out of 100, if you had 100 plays, at least 20 of those would be runs or 20 would be passes. So you can't have more than 80% of anything. You can't have more than
Right. That is a big gracious gap. Like if you don't
right.
get at least 20%, there's a problem.
Yeah. So keep in mind, so people are probably looking like, hey, why didn't so and so get suspended? And it's because it'd be like super close. Like they would have like 9 carries or 8 carries, and then if you look at the stats, now if you blowing somebody out and you still don't get 10 carries, then that's probably when it's an issue, or if vice versa. So, we've been monitoring that. We also relaxed on like the stat padding rules a little bit because of development games. So you notice people have been getting more yards, and I still think for the most part it's contained.
Oh,
Especially
like Rieger getting 10 catches with 333 yards and 5 touchdowns.
that was definitely extreme. So no one brought it up though.
I
So
didn't notice it until I was looking at his stats, and I just
yeah, who was
so
that
happened to
against?
glimpse it. I think that was last week's game.
Because I feel
He
like
got
that
player of the
game
week,
wasn't
I
like a
think.
blowout. Let me double check. I think that game wasn't a blowout. But anyway, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like last match. I mean, before the re-up, it was brought to my attention. I'll admit, I was brought to my attention by everybody that because the development games is a little bit different. So, that's why
Oh, you
we.
talking about the 7 for 203 touchdowns? That's not a big deal. I mean,
Yeah.
someone on Steelers had 6 for 214 and 2 touchdowns that same game.
Claiborne probably.
Yeah, it was. It was Claypool. And then Ruggs
Claypool,
had
yeah.
a crazy game this season too. So it's hard to judge based on because 7 receptions is not a lot. Because he had a lot of receptions with other guys. So you can't.
So
I
I
said
think
10
JJ, yeah,
receptions, 10
JJ's talking about
receptions,
the game versus Eagles.
333 yards, and
I
Oh
mean
five
yeah, that
against
wasn't
touchdowns.
this game.
Giants.
That was
Against
an earlier
Giants.
game. Yeah, he blew Giants out too.
I'm talking about last week, week 10.
66 to 41.
So
What
yeah, they
kind
were
of
just
game was
scoring a
this?
lot of fucking points.
Yeah, 567, 22 completions, and 10 went to Rager.
In
Dang,
fairness,
he had a couple other guys go off.
yeah,
Like this
exactly.
Quez
Whereas
Watkins,
Watkins had a good game too, so
7, 163 too.
he was mixing it up. But I mean that's crazy. His Jalen Hurts had 81 rushing yards. Like that's wild, bro. He really be out there like a
Not
running
having to
back.
slide with your quarterback is with Lamar. I had to. If I took any hit whatsoever, he was fumbling. Hurts, when I played against him, dude, he'd run over my safeties, and I'd be like, all right, doesn't make any sense. And he's not like that in real life. Like he
Oh,
was
not at
not
all.
a power guy. Like he was a good scrambler, but I don't know how he's able to do that.
Yeah, I mean his stats don't really showcase that, so I think it's just.
His carrying is good though, and I wonder if that's I don't know why they didn't give someone like Lamar good carrying then if that's the case.
Ooh,
Because he fumbled once this year.
I just realized Redskins. Part of probably he's struggling a little bit. Dante Hall's been out for a while,
Yeah, I saw that.
and then Montez Sweet's out for another 3 weeks. This is why I like to see more injuries. Okay, Seahawks,
Tevin Coleman's coming back next week after
Juju's
missing all those
out,
games.
Stills out. Derrick Henry's out for Titan. That's probably why he's been struggling, cause he go crazy with Henry. Other than that, not a whole lot of injuries. Buccaneers got some big injuries. Oh,
Chargers.
Sean Alexander's out 4 weeks. I didn't realize that. So much for
Ooh,
him.
that's huge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so much for him winning that Russian title.
Chargers has some big pieces hurt too.
Yeah, Keenan Allen, Elkler,
Michael Jackson's hurt on the
Michael
Chiefs.
Jackson. LaDainian Thomas is still hurt. What the hell? Why would Miles do that? He IR'd LaDainian Thomas. What the?
Oh no!
What the fuck, Miles? It's only week. He missed it what the hell? He missed 5 games.
Oh no!
Talk about mismanaging.
Oh man, I mean, I don't know. There's only so much you can help someone, you know.
Oh, Giants has some tough injuries too. There's been a lot of tough injuries this year. Saquon and Shepard. DeAndre Swift on the Lions got hurt.
Yeah, I mean, I like this. I mean, it's not like OC amount of injuries, but people getting hurt, you know.
Yeah, you have to have them unfortunately, the only people that ever get hurt are people that touch the ball, which isn't real
life. Right.
Yeah, in real life you got linemen getting hurt, D linemen getting hurt, a lot of defenders getting hurt. In Madden, it's really kind of running back, wide receiver. That's kind of it. Sometimes QB, sometimes a D back. So
Miles said he IR'd him so he could make room on his roster.
for what? Another quarterback?
I'm about to go look. I bet you there's somebody he could have cut instead of fucking IR and one of his best players.
Well, he's got four. He's got four quarterbacks. There you go, right there.
He got a 61 overall right outside linebacker. That's not good. A middle linebacker that's 63 overall.
I mean, he has four quarterbacks.
4 quarterbacks. I mean, come on, man. I mean, and it's not like he needed another running back. He still had 2 other running backs. I mean, there's so many people he could have cut.
A lot of teams have been regressing since season 1. I don't think a lot of players know how to be GMs. It's specifically Miles. If you're not at least doing training for players,
it's sad because
what's the game plan?
His starting team, his corners could have been amazing. Like, look at these corners on his team: Terrell, Sheffield, Isaiah Oliver. All of them could have been like good corners. And he drafted Champ Bailey. You hate to see it.
It is what it is.
Yeah, AJ Terrell's a beast. He should have definitely be. He could definitely have some lockdown corners. Let's see. So injuries. Who's gonna win? Which running back's gonna win MVP this year? It's so annoying. Running backs win every year.
Coleman was on the way and then he got hurt. He's like way out of it now.
Oh, Jalen Hurts. Probably because he fucking runs like a running back.
He won MVP. He won MVP last year, didn't he? I think he did. I think Hurts won and Bowden was second.
Elliott is 6th. Wilson.
Yeah, I don't know why Russell Wilson's on this list. Bro, team is 1-9. Yeah, I think I like Hurts winning. It's good to see. It looks like Dez is finally using Aaron Jones again. I played him season 1, and he was using that other guy, AJ Dillon, and I think he's kind of slow, so I don't know what. It looks like he's using Aaron Jones, though, which is a good decision.
Oh, my gosh. I'm looking at the Coach of the Year. JJ's coach's name is A-Train's Narc. I just realized that.
Every year.
Lions got a Chinese coach, Waluigi.
You look at his fucking face. Why does he look like
his ass, Madden racist as hell. They made him Asian as fuck. His eyes not even open, bro. Damn. Panthers coach name is Kobe Bryant, RIP. The weirdest thing though too is Bengals Mr. 910 or Mr. Jones, he names his coach my name every year. His coach's name is D Harper every Madden. This shit weird as hell.
I don't know what's up with that.
I don't know. I didn't notice it. He didn't tell me or anything. One day I just happened to be looking, and I'm like, "What the fuck? Why is my name in here?" Yeah, this nigga named his coach.
He's hoping like it makes his players play well, you know, out there coaching them.
I have no clue. Yeah. All right. His name this year. His name is Harper D. It's backwards.
Yeah. Yeah. He changed it up.
Giants coach name is Y Popeye's Chicken. The fuck? Bills coach name is M Blackmas. I have no clue what Chiefs name is. Reed bitches. Okay, interesting.
Probably because he was Andy Reid, the coach, and he had to.
Right. Yeah.
He had to get rid of him.
Oh yeah, you're right. That was a little shade. It was red. A little shade. Coach Reed, bitches.
Saints and Redskins have the same name.
Coach Dale or
yeah, Chris Dale.
Yeah, Chris Dale's the default name with the same face. That means they didn't even edit him. But so A-Train did make a good point. I will say that. A-Train said Watson has been out for a while. 3 of his 4 L's came when Watson was hurt.
Yeah,
That is
no
true.
one cares.
At all.
We will investigate. KB's asking what we're going to do about Broncos. Broncos ran the same play on defense 3 times in a row. We will investigate.
If you were doing hurry up, though, I mean, if you weren't, but then it's a problem.
It looks like he wasn't, and
he just straight up called the same play 3 times in a row.
It was man to man, so I mean at least it was man to man, but still it is the same exact formation too. So
yeah, that's a problem.
That is not good. That's not good. Big win, but that's not good. So we will investigate that in the committee. Anything else, guys? We talked about awards a little bit, injuries, stats. Good.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
All right, we'll try to do another show. I don't know. Off-season shows are tough. I feel like once you finish the season, no one really cares. It's just about the playoffs. Like no one cares about like how everyone did. If they didn't make it, they're like, oh, whatever. Then if you do one during the draft,
they're just like, let's just draft now.
Yeah. Everybody's just like, let's draft. Then if you do a show during the draft, I feel like people listen, but everybody's so focused on who they're gonna pick. Like even when last time we did a show during the draft, like I wasn't talking that much because I'm like, okay, shit, who am I about to pick? So we'll probably do one maybe at the beginning of the season, hopefully, or
do a preseason show.
Yeah, maybe But then again, the other problem with that is once we start going, I mean, niggas getting their games in quick. Week 1, it's like everybody's playing.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Signing off. What the hell? Bobby Enrique's Defensive Player of the Year for AFC? For the Colts, 2-8. Byron Jones, DB of the Year. Okay.
I don't got no offensive players for offensive.
Who's winning Rookie of the Years?
All my stats is.
I don't think it's Eli.
Between
Bills.
all my players.
Chad
Eli's
Johnson.
having a bad year.
Chad Johnson's got it wrapped up. I think.
Oh,
he's having a great year.
No shocker there.
Yeah. Bob Sanders, man, I did not think he would go in the fucking first round. I was gonna draft
you guys talk about rookies. I don't have any rookies. I don't know what that
Yeah, you traded all your picks.
Yeah, see, I traded D4, but then I got a younger DN with abilities.
Very true.
It's all part of the plan.
Part of the plan. Mike Vick is on the list, way down there, but he's on there.
Yeah, missing a couple games really hurt that.
Yeah.
Oh, Shaquille Barrett up there for linebacker. Yeah, I'm definitely moving him to DN next season.
Tommy Harris on there. I traded him away. I like Tommy Harris, man. I didn't want to trade him, but I just had too many D linemen. And I'm like, okay.
There's too many good QB. No one wants to trade for QBs. It's weird. Like, Bill says Josh Allen just sitting there.
Yeah.
I know Phil wanted him, but I don't.
I don't know if he really shopped him though. I don't know if Bills was really shopping him.
I tried to get him. Not after I got Manning, but I was really trying to get him before.
I mean, honestly, with the way the injuries get Madden, I wouldn't really try to get rid of this just yet.
Yeah. That is going to be my Achilles heel. I will say, knock on wood. My fucking backup quarterback is terrible.
Oh, JJ, you play him, right? In a couple weeks?
Trace McSorley.
Oh, that's why I had on the Ravens, yeah.
Trace McSorley. He fast, but...
JJ, you better just have everything on aggressive, get those late hits in.
Yeah, I'm in the house every other play.
Luckily, Carr's got a high injury rating. He's 96 injury, 90 toughness, so...
You didn't say nothing.
That means nothing. Bro. Grant had 98 injury, and he got tackled by a shoestring tackle.
That's the receiver, right?
Yeah, fucked his elbow up.
But he's little as hell, so I feel like that Madden takes that
He
as a
got
factor.
shoestring tackled.
His ass fell on that knee too hard.
Bruh, he weighed like 97 pounds. How did he even hurt?
Exactly. All right, y'all. I'm about to get out of here.
Alright, y'all.